Hi guys, today I'm back to film my Pan That Palette update. This month went pretty well. I did finish a shadow this month, which is nice. A little over halfway into this project, so we have 7 months done and 5 months left to go. It does make me a little bit nervous, but I mean, this is where we are at now. So you can kind of see some bigger differences and maybe some that are a little bit smaller. I'm going to try to go through and talk about the shadows. I kind of have forgotten some of their names, so bear with me. Starting with this purple one here, I can't remember the name right now. The pan has expanded a little bit. It doesn't look like much on camera. In person it looks like a bigger difference, or at least to me it is. But that's just panned a little bit, and most of that's just from setting it. Again, with a liner, I do need to kind of step it up and use this as a shadow a little bit more and less as a liner. Next is this brown one here, which is Couture. This is probably going to be the next one I'm finishing, and I'm assuming this is not going to take too long because I do use it so much. This one I use a lot as a shadow, a liner, all kinds of things. So this one I don't think will take me too long. I know it may not seem like a lot more pan showing, but it is, and the shadow itself is kind of getting a little bit thinner. So this one, it has pretty good progress. It just may not seem the most noticeable right now. This one here I believe is RTW. The pan has expanded some, but the shadow around the pan has changed. It's starting to get a little thinner around the pan, or the part that was showing pan. Before it was kind of thick, which was a little bit weird, but now it's starting to kind of thin out a little bit more around where the pan is showing. This one I really wanted to have finished by the end of the summer, and I'm kind of thinking that's not going to happen. So I'll probably wear it into fall. I mean, copper is still an appropriate color for fall, at least to me. I'm really particular about colors and seasons. I don't know why, I just kind of always have been. But I feel like I'll be able to wear this into fall and then hopefully finish it then. Next is the dark burgundy red color. I, again, cannot remember the shadow name right now. This one I didn't use this month, so it's really not any different than last month. The color that I finished here was 10K. This was the gold color. This, I think really the only reason I finished this was because I used it as a base shadow under a lot of other eyeshadows. Otherwise, I don't think I would have finished it. But I didn't like sweep this from like my lash line to my brow bone. I mostly kept it just onto the lid. But that way, you know, my primer wasn't so sticky and the shadows weren't grabbing. But I had to put, you know, kind of more gold colors on top or more copper colors on top. I could put taupey colored ones, but it looked a little strange. So I mostly stuck to golds and coppers this last month on top of it, but it was a lot easier to finish and pan that way. I wish I would have just done that in the beginning. Little black dress. It probably really doesn't look too different, but again, it's kind of the same as RTW. It seems like there's not that much pan showing, or like the amount of pan showing hasn't changed, but the shadow around the pan has changed. It's kind of thinned out a little bit. So it does look a little different like in person, but I don't know if you guys will be able to tell the difference on camera. Next, I want to say this one is Pose, I think. But this one I again didn't use. It's got a little bit of the copper color in it right now, but again, once fall and winter rolls around, I'll start wearing that color a little bit more. It's just kind of a cool smoky purple color, and it's not really something I would reach for right now, or at least this time of the year. I'm still trying to like wear all my bright summer lipsticks and stuff, so maybe I'll find a couple ways to kind of sneak it into a few looks here and there though, just so it does get a little bit more use. I keep saying every month that I want to make sure I'm using it at least once, and I never remember to grab it or use it, so that's kind of just gets skimmed over all the time. But honestly, if I finish Couture next month, I'll be pretty happy with having these 5 shadows left, because most of these I can kind of pair them together or make them kind of work together. Like for example, this purple can wear with the kind of taupey gray color. It's almost a taupey purple gray. And then like the copper color I can wear with the red burgundy color, and then the black just kind of everything. I do wear these two together right now, Couture and RTW, but I don't wear them together that often, I guess. So goals for August, I want to have Couture finished. I think it's going to be kind of close on whether I can actually finish it or not, but I do use it as a shadow and to set liner with, so hopefully that'll kind of help. I want to start wearing the purple color a bit more, even if it's just a pop of color on the lower lash line, but I just want to start using it a little bit more so that way the pan starts to grow a little faster. RTW, I want to see the pan grow quite a bit. I would like for it to look the way Couture does right now, at least. because it's kind of a coppery color, and like I said, I want to have it finished by at least the end of fall. So I do want to expand the pan on this one. And for these other ones, I really don't have anything in particular with them. The black maybe expand the pan a little bit, but otherwise nothing really with those. It's kind of these front three that I kind of want to focus on right now and kind of work on getting those finished, and then I'll worry about these three more towards the end of the year. But that's just kind of the goal right now. So I am happy that I have 4 shadows finished and 6 more to go. It's not exactly where I wanted to be at this point in the year, but I do have pan showing on all the shadows except for this one. So I mean, it is progress. I mean, if we added up the pan, I probably would have finished maybe even another eyeshadow, but I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it's not exactly where I wanted to be, but I'm pretty happy with it still. I still think I'll be able to finish the palette by the end of the year, so that's kind of where we're at. That's where I'm hoping to go, and we'll just kind of see how this next month goes. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!